Hi, so you're looking for middle school organization tips, and I'm here to help you with that. So I went to a private middle school, so fifth grade was the start of middle school for me. So I had 4 years to perfect these tips and tricks. So enjoy. So lockers are a really big part of middle school life, at least they were for me. It was where I showed up to in the morning first. It was where I hung out after school, and it's where I kept my books. So I'm gonna start with organization to keep your locker neat, because that's where it all starts. So I recommend having a locker shelf like this. I had 2 because my locker was big enough, but if your locker's smaller, get 1. So I just kept textbooks on the bottom, and then on the middle, between the top and the bottom one, I kept a little caddy sort of thing with extra pencils, extra pens, pretty much anything important. So that stayed there. And then I also had a locker shelf, which looks like this. You can't see the whole thing, but I'll have a picture right here. So you can also, I just put all my binders in the locker ladder, and it just kept them really neat and organized. So then lockers, you can decorate them. They also keep your stuff. Don't tell anyone your combination, by the way, don't do it. People will break in and they'll just be no good. It'll be no fun. So decorate your locker how you want, and just express yourself there, and make sure to have fun with your locker. So binders are another adjustment to make in middle school. So this was just my science binder. I believe it's a 1.5 inch, which is really nice. 1.5 or 2 inches is about all you're gonna need, unless you're putting all of your classes in one. But this is one of my bigger binders, but I kept my notebook in it, so I needed a little bit bigger. So this notebook is just a spiral bound notebook from the University of Virginia. And I just had all my notes in it from the entire year. I doodled a little because I got bored in class, but what you gonna do? So I kept my notebook in my binder so that I didn't have to search for something else when I grabbed my binder, when I grabbed my stuff for class. So that's what you should, that's my recommendation, but do what you think is best. And then I would usually keep my class syllabus here, which is an outline of what you're going to do in the class and what you're going to need and what extra supplies you're going to need. So that's in the front, right where you can see it. So I'd usually have that right behind the notebook. And then after that I have tabs. They're a little messy because they're kind of old, but I love these tabs. They're the Better tabs. They're Staples brand, and you can move these so that you can have a lot more, or you can even move them to the top. These are great. They lasted my entire year, and none of them ripped at all. So I just have, since this is just for one class, I just have different little tabs. So one says class, one says homework, projects, tests, and labs. So I just put all my papers in those. Or if you're using one binder for all of your classes, you can just have each tab labeled with a class. So that's how I organized my binders. Oh, and I also I also had the name on the outside, on the spine, so it was easy to tell. And I also have them color coded, so that was easy. So then I also had a planner. I use this planner, I've been using this planner since January or March, I don't know. And it's really nice. It's plastic so that it stays together. It's spiral bound. I like spiral bound. And this isn't a school year planner because my old planner broke, so I just replaced it. So this has the tabs with all the months on it from January to December. And I am going to show you how I organized each day. So I'm going to go to... So here is a good example of a typical day. So it was a day when I had math, French, English, science, and history. So So I just wrote down in the order I had my classes that I would have homework in. So math, I had, so I just did math and then I wrote my homework. Then I did French and then I wrote my homework. So that's just how I did it in these boxes. And then I also put any special events. So I went to Hershey Park on Friday the 11th for a music trip. And that's how I just kept myself organized. And then on the weekends I put any special things as well. So I hope you really liked this video. I could go on for a lot longer, but I'm just going to have to cut it a little short. Comment if you want a part 2. So don't forget to subscribe because this is my first video and I'm just starting out on YouTube. I'd like to be a great help for organization, makeup tips and stuff like that. So thanks for watching.